Hey, it's your guy Bobby O, ready for another edition of the Kunes Car Convo with one of my good friends, Salvador Gomez, and his son, Salvador Jr. And today we're driving around in a beautiful 2025 GMC Yukon. Hi, guys.
Hello.
And by the way, we have a celebrity in the back today also. We've got Alex Bustamante, the Kunes Hispanic ambassador, who keeps us all on track and growing our market with our valued Hispanic customers all over Wisconsin and the Midwest. Right, Alex?
Yes, sir. Vamos a hacerlo juntos, todos. Making it grow.
Making it grow. So, Salvador and Sal, but Salvador and I go back, gosh, would you say what, 25 years?
Yes, 25 years.
So I first met you, I don't know if you remember, but you were working for Penny Fro.
Right.
And you were doing landscaping on Lake Mary at a friend of mine's house. And I think that's where I first met you. And I think you were the foreman or crew chief for they were doing a job over in Twin Lakes for Penny Fro, right?
Yes.
And so, how many years did you work for Penny Fro?
I just only was working a couple years in the beginning, and they sold the company.
Right.
And that's when I started my own business after that.
Right. Because I think when you were at Penny Fro, you guys come over and do something at my house when you were with Penny Fro, and then shortly after that is when you started your business, and then you became my go-to guy.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah, that's a long time ago, my friend.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. That's about 25 years already right now.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then back then, Alex, I remember Salvador would bring this little kid along with him.
Okay.
It's this guy. He's not so little anymore.
He is not.
Right.
No.
What do you weigh, Sal? You're big. You're huge. You look like a football player. What are you, 300 pounds of muscle?
No, not quite. Almost, but anyway. No, but it's been a long time. I'm almost 27.
Okay.
So
Wow.
So, I don't know. I think I was like 7 or 8 when my dad started taking me to push a lawnmower with him.
Yeah, well, I can remember you, I think, sitting in the car, in the truck occasionally when you might have been younger than that.
Yeah. I just remember you lived out in Twin Lakes.
Yep.
At the brown house and
Down the hill.
down the hill.
Yep.
And then I would shoot you had a little basketball hoop.
Yeah, oh yeah,
And
yeah.
when my dad was cutting the lawn, I would shoot.
You did.
Shoot basketball.
And you actually had a pretty good shot, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But this guy went on to be a good athlete. I said, well, you went to Badger?
I went to Badger
And you played football, right?
and I played football and I did wrestling.
Right.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't want to wrestle him, Alex. No,
Okay.
no mas.
So not very athletic over here, unfortunately.
But anyhow, it's a great family story, because, eventually they became part of our family, with me, Peggy, and my girls when they were little, and I think you and Claire are almost the same age.
yeah.
But so Salvador helped me design our landscaping at our house in Twin Lakes, which ended up being beautiful. And then through that relationship, Salvador worked for a number of our friends too. Scott and Amy were the bunch of friends that you got to meet and do work for as well, right?
Yeah. Scott and Amy, yeah, they have a big property here on Lorimore.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a lot of work for them too over the years. Did their driveway, the nice big paver driveway, and the backyard, the retaining walls. So
It's
it looks great down there.
Well, the thing I know was, like, referring you to any of my friends, they would get the same exact 5-star treatment for landscaping or maintenance that you've done for me and my family for many years. And it's all about relationships and family, and that's and I think that's kind of how you got to Kunes eventually. When I started working I think when I originally met you guys, I was in the van conversion business still. Remember, I did custom vans.
Right. Yeah.
So, and then in 2004 or 2005, 2006, 2005 maybe. Then I went to work for Kunes. We had the 2 dealerships in Delavan, the Chevy Cadillac dealership and the Ford store. But I remember when Salvador, you called me and said, hey, I need a new truck. And I was very flattered that you came to Kunes and, went to our Chevrolet store. I think you got one of your first vehicles from over there, right?
Yes. Yep.
Many years ago.
I remember that.
So, how many vehicles have you gotten over the years?
I think 5.
That's,
5, so quite a bit.
hey, Alex,
Yeah,
that's a good customer.
that is a great customer.
That's a very good customer.
Yeah, muchas gracias.
Yeah. We traded in a couple of them, but yeah, I think it's been like 5, so it's been quite a bit.
Well, back when you guys were first coming in, and we were, I was getting with Kunes. Back then, and Alex and I've talked about this. A lot of car dealers, that hadn't dealt with Hispanic buyers. Sometimes a customer would walk in and they wouldn't be sure how to handle someone like that, and maybe not give them the service they really deserved and needed.
Yeah.
But at Kunes, we've learned that you're a valuable partner of our business. We've grown our Hispanic business. We value it. And the story of family like you guys, when you first came in, bought one vehicle, now you've almost half a dozen over the years. And this is something I've tried to instill in Greg Kunes in our stores from way back when we only had a couple dealerships, is that this is a valuable part of our book of business. And we've tried
Loyal.
Oh yeah.
Loyal.
Oh, that's the thing. For sales guys that don't understand the Hispanic buyer, they're loyal, they're family oriented, generally religious, they pay their bills. They're the kind of customer a dealership would want.
Cash buyer.
Cash buyers.
Cash buyers.
Those are the best buyers.
Yeah. Salvador, cuando tú comprabas un vehículo o algo así, cualquier producto, ¿prefieres a una conexión contigo, personal, como en tu lenguaje, o cómo lo piensas?
Yo pienso que es mejor en mi lenguaje para así poder entender todo correctamente
Yeah.
y así no haya ninguna confusión con el cliente o con la persona que está vendiendo el producto o la camioneta que uno desea.
Yeah, so, I just asked him, I said, because do you, when you're out there buying any product, it could be anything, you want that type of connection, whether it's with the language or, culture or whatever. And the answer basically is, yeah, we want to make sure we're getting that product, we're getting the correct information, all that stuff. And then it's just having a connection is more important. But, I think one of the things that you guys were talking about that was kind of funny was that you would go on the jobs with him, right?
Yeah.
I remember going and translating for my parents when they were buying a car. I was 6 years old. So
I think when met you, I was still translating some stuff. But over the years, my dad has gotten a lot better at
Oh, he's great.
at English and reading and writing in English. So, because that was a big, I could say like it was like for a while it was like a speed bump in the road, because we couldn't really, he could communicate the basic things, but he couldn't really like elaborate on what he wanted to really, the product he wanted to deliver to the customer, because he would have ideas, but he just didn't know how to express what he wanted to say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think that was like something that has changed a lot too over the years, and I don't know. I'm pretty proud of him that.
Oh yeah.
He's catching up.
He is.
He's like a modern dad.
He is. He is for sure.
He gets it. He gets all like the new trends and stuff. He's there. So he has TikTok and everything. So.
Oh, wow. All right. Very good. Very good.
So, yeah. So.
Well, I think it's you're spot on, Alex. That we want customers like these to be our partners and part of our family for years and years and generations and generations. There's a generation right here, but I think it starts with respecting and trying to earn their business, not just assume their business, but really respect them and earn their business on a daily basis. Take care of them, give them respect, and do everything we can to make sure they stay in our family and every day, work for that respect and making sure they're taken care of completely.
that's it.
Yeah, I think it's been in the beginning it was difficult too, because when we were trying to, buy a truck or something, there was really no salespeople that spoke Spanish. So I was there, and I feel like a salesperson was having trouble explaining to, a 10-year-old, this is how much your parents are going to pay. It was strange because they were like, it just wasn't, I feel like maybe it wasn't ethical for them to be like telling a little kid, hey, this, tell your parents you're going to pay me this much money. It was.
You're 100% right, and it's. I gotta admit, in our early days when I first got there, we probably tripped and fell and made some mistakes in dealing with our Hispanic buyers, but we've made a complete 100% commitment to be the place that not only your family but other Hispanic customers, they can go and they can feel comfortable and they can know they'll be taken care of and they can feel confident that they're going to get the vehicle they want. And again, this is part of what Alex is bringing to us, is casting a wider net to Hispanic buyers in Wisconsin and Northern Illinois. They know they've got a home where they come in, they won't have to struggle trying to tell our people what they want, but if we're going to build a business in all of our dealerships that really...
We're going to turn on the first left here.
Got it. To really earn your business year round.
So one of the things that I tell, and I joke about it all the time, but you can't give a hug, and we love to hug. Latinos like to do hugs all the time, without shaking some hands first. And the hands is creating that trust. And so I'm glad that you guys are sharing that with us, because it's something that's hard to convey sometimes. People understand.
So, I know you guys have done some great jobs for me and for other people I know, but tell us about this. This is beautiful. This is one you guys just did recently?
Yeah, we just finished it up earlier this year. So it was a very big project. It right now it doesn't look like, too much, but it used to be, woods just like that on the other side.
Well, let's walk through some of this real slowly and kind of point out some of the stuff that you guys have put in here.
Sure.
What about starting with the flagstones?
Sure. So the customer wanted a space where they could come out in the mornings and look back at their house and all the plants that they got, and somewhere peaceful where they could drink coffee or read a book.
This is it.
Yeah. And they wanted to create that space, and they told me to get creative with something, so I wanted to keep it natural for them and kind of make all the contours nice so they could just come in and sit down and just appreciate the outdoors.
So on a job like this, how do you two collaborate on what to do where?
Okay, so that is a great question.
I don't want to ask easy questions. I want to ask harder, complicated questions.
Me imagino que es complicada.
It's been really well. It's great working with my dad because he knows who I am. He knows me. So if I tell him something, he kind of knows what I'm thinking. We're like on the same Wi-Fi connection. So if I'm like, oh, the customer wants like a circle here, he envisions it more than me. Like he's been doing it longer, so he can put it on the ground, and we know exactly what it's going to look like. But so I take the ideas from the customer, and then I tell him, this is what they want. We're going to put it here, and then he's like, all right, it's going to go here, and then he takes it from there with the crew. So
that's experience.
Yeah.
Lots of experience.
Manejando el equipo y la creatividad, the creativity that comes with this, like managing the crew, like ¿cómo lo haces?
Bueno, con la experiencia de los años que tengo, pues la idea ya la tengo en la mente, cómo hacer el trabajo.
Okay.
Solamente necesitamos la aprobación del cliente si le aparece, y así es como lo hacemos.
Yeah. It's just all about it's all in his mind. The creativity is there. He just gets it out, and then if the client likes it, they just go for it.
That's what years of experience get you.
Yeah. So we do try to put it on paper for them so they can kind of see what it's going to look like the design wise. But nothing ever goes exactly like like you design it. So because there's always because here there used to be there was 30 stumps. So we were trying to figure out where we were going to dig so that we didn't have to run into so many root systems.
Well, let's walk down your path here and let's take a look at this.
Yeah,
Continue.
sure.
Come on.
So the most important components to this project was having white birch trees. they wanted the path, and then outlined by the birch trees.
The white birch right over there.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, all these 7 of these are white birch trees. So, and
what else do we have on either side? What are some of these other plants that you've put in here?
so we're fighting the deer on. You know, this is a very difficult area because we're in the woods. So we're finding plants that the deer do not eat. So everything, all the plants that are here, like this fountain grass, we have some cypress. We try to stick to evergreens and things with like furry textures.
Which the deer have no interest in.
Correct. They'll try it, but they won't really eat it. So yeah, so that was the most difficult task in this area. Because the deer eat about everything.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, well laid out, well balanced. I can't imagine when all this stuff is in full bloom, how nice it must be.
Yeah, so in the springtime, everything goes into bloom. They all have flowers. And yeah, I think it's going to be great when we see it bloom this year coming up. Yeah. And
how long would a project like this take? How many weeks were you here to make this look like this?
we were actually not here for weeks. We were here for
Months.
For 3 days.
Oh, what?
3 days, yeah.
What?
Yeah, so
That's true, 3 days?
to create the final piece, but it's been a work in progress. Like when we cleared the woods, that has taken, if I had to put it in a time scale, probably like 2 weeks to clear everything.
How many guys?
Like eight, 9. So yes, but to do all the plantings and the stone, just like the final touch, it would took like 3 days, yeah. So
This is why SG Landscaping is one of the premier landscaping design firms in the southern Wisconsin area, Lake Geneva, but all over southern Wisconsin. These guys are incredible.
yeah, so my dad likes us to move fast, so
Oh, I can see that.
yeah.
He'll kick you in the booty.
He's like, hurry up.
Estilo latino, rápido, moverlo.
So yeah,
It's fast and well done. That's
Yes.
the thing.
fast and well done, and it's been a experience on its own growing up with my dad. Like, because I mean, I kind of grew up into this. It's not like something I had to like learn too far or look into, because he brought me up in this. But yeah, it was difficult because he wanted me to learn, how to use a shovel and stuff, and he thinks some people that don't know how to use a shovel don't know anything. So
Well, I remember this guy pushing a lawnmower when his hands were up here pushing.
yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. and
This
then-
big.
That's scary. I mean,
But he knew what he was doing.
yeah.
Dad made him learn.
Okay. So you guys started with one truck, right?
One truck, one.
Ya
Hasta-
ahorita con una picada ese día en el 2001,
Okay.
cuando comencé mi negocio
So 2001.
por mi cuenta, y así comencé mi negocio, y hasta ahorita, gracias a Dios, me ha ido muy bien. Y
So-
el trabajo ha crecido y el negocio también.
Yeah, he's like, thank God, everything's going well. The business has grown, and tell us how big it is now.
Tenemos como unos 300 clientes al corriente en este momento, que le hacemos mantenimiento y todo lo que el cliente pida.
Mm.
Sí, pues nos ha ido muy bien y no me puedo quejar.
Yes.
Creo que a todos les debe de ir bien también. Haciendo bien las cosas y siendo honesto y no hacer cosas que no debe uno.
So the key's been being honest, doing the things that are right by the client, and you were telling me how many trucks you have now?
We have 5 crews, or 5 trucks that go out every day. Yeah.
So you went from one S10 to a fleet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're nice, big truck. I mean, they're professional rig, commercial grade trucks.
Yeah.
Y no hemos querido tener más trabajadores, pero sí somos como 10 por todo.
Yeah.
Y para todos hay trabajo todos los días. Es lo más importante.
So employing people and making a difference in our communities. That's wonderful. Can't get any better than that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've really taken a turn as soon as I got older. The language barrier, getting that out of the way really elevated things, and then my dad started taking over more projects, like with him and a crew. That gave me more time to kind of explore and get out there and start offering more services to other people. So
So you went from regular landscaping
Yeah.
to now what is architectural landscaping, which is completely different. Can you talk to us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so the difference, like landscaping, I guess, is a big, broad spectrum. Maintenance and cutting grass and stuff, which some of our guys do. We maintain like my dad said, like 300 properties now, and the architecture part of it is totally different because you gotta take the client's ideas and bring it to life for them so they can really appreciate that moment that they want to feel when they walk outside and when they look outside and they're like, wow, this is great, like this is exactly what I wanted. So that's the difference, because we can cut grass all day, but when you do this, it takes a lot of time and patience and thinking. You gotta really put your brain to it.
And art, it's creative.
Yeah.
It's you're creating
This
art.
is a work of art.
Yeah,
That's what this is.
Yeah.
So I did notice some details when we were walking in. Estaba mirando los detalles que ustedes hicieron.
Sí.
El drenaje, all the way from the drainage that's in the, I saw some of the drainage areas for the water to go through. So there's just more than just planting things.
Yeah.
A lot
So.
of thinking.
So the work that went into beforehand, so this space before was unusable for them because they had a lot of water issues. So we came up with an idea that we would build up, like this berm here to make the water come this way. And once we did that, it made this whole space like usable. It was dry and they could use it. So they wanted to say, well, since we can use it, now let's turn it into something that we can look at and enjoy. And then the berm, which is there, actually turned into a planter bed. So like it turned into plants because they didn't want to just look at another hill in their yard. They wanted us to do something with it. So
Mission accomplished.
Mission
This
accomplished.
is incredible. You did an incredible job here. This is just wonderful.
And this is just one of the many, many jobs you have that have different styles.
yeah, so this is probably, like I tell my dad, it's probably the most special to me.
Okay.
Because I really got to put my ideas and work with the customer, and I would suggest some things and they would really be on board with me on what they wanted to do and I wanted to do. I mean, it's not really about me, it's about them, but they let me take my ideas and join it. They kind of told me, I want this, and they're like, take it away. And I put something together and they said, that's exactly what we want. And they didn't really modify any of my ideas.
Well, I think after this video, you guys will be very popular.
Yeah, I hope so.
So if a customer wants to reach out to you and do the same kind of work at their property, what's the best way for them to contact your company?
They have to call him, and then he calls me.
Well, let's CG the number up. What's the number?
Mi número es 262-745-5838
So it's
para cualquier pregunta o estimado que desee un cliente. Estamos a las órdenes para contactarnos con ellos rápido y hacerles su estimado.
So for any orders, estimates, 262-745-5838. For any, we'll contact you back really quick and get you.
Is there an email address someone could email you at?
Yeah, it's s_g_landscaping@hotmail.com.
One more time.
s_g_landscaping@hotmail.com. Almost forgot there for a second. Yeah, that's.
I just hope that doing this, you're doing us a big favor, obviously, to the Kunes group, because we value your business. But on the other hand, I can't speak. I'm a customer, so I mean, I've known you guys for almost close to 30 years, and you're part of our families. But I'm hoping through all of this helps more people in southern Wisconsin know who you are, can see who you are, and know that they'll be in good hands with their landscaping projects and architecture in the future.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So.
The passion. I love the passion about it. Do you guys really love what you do?
Oh, yeah. Nos encanta hacer este trabajo. Pues yo desde el principio elegí landscape porque es un trabajo que desde muy pequeño me ha gustado. Y
Because you were a little kid.
aparte de que me gusta hacerlo, pues los clientes me pagan por eso.
Not only do I get to get paid for what I love to do, it's something I've done since I was a kid with passion.
Thank you, Salvador.
Oh, thank you for the
So much, my friend.
No, thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Sal.
you.
Mucho gusto.
Thank you.
It's a real pleasure meeting you.
Yeah. So.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anything you guys like to do, we're here. we're here and we're ready to take on some more work.